Hi guys, welcome to another episode of The Digital Kitchen. Today I am being joined by the Linka culinary team. They've come down today we're going to talk about a couple of products. We've got the Cibo, the traditional Mark 1 Cibo as I call it, and we're going to also look at the Concordia coffee machine, fully automatic machine, which can do a lot of cool stuff as well, which we'll talk about in a second. What we'll do now is we'll grab Darren and we'll talk about the Cibo. Right guys, so first of all, I'd like to welcome Darren. Thank you for coming down, chat to us today.
Yep, good to see you
so
again.
Darren, what do you do? What's your role?
So basically culinary development for part of the culinary team with Middleby and based at Linka in Lincoln. So
happy days. So getting hands-on with lots of equipment then.
very much so, yeah.
So what we're going to talk about today, it's been on the market a while now. People have probably heard of it, probably haven't heard of it. But what we've done today, we've done sort of a coffee shop concept. So what the plan is you've got your coffee and you've got something to cook some cakes. So I think we're going to cook some muffins in there today.
Muffins, yeah.
Perfect. So a lot of people use these for toasted sandwiches and things like that. Pizzas as well, really good pizza oven. But something a bit different, we can do some baking, some core baking using just some fresh muffins, which hopefully will be tasty, so no pressure.
No pressure.
So Cibo, what's the story? What's it for?
The original Cibo is basically our first start into high-speed ovens. So it works on 3 cooking methods. So we'll just open up so we can have a look inside. Yep. So we've got a conventional convection oven inside. We've got a heated base, which is like an induction hob. And we've also got a grill in there as well. Several great features about the machine is it's completely programmable. So it holds 24 recipes. So we just basically click on a recipe. And then we've got different 4 stages. And you can see this is set up for pizza. So we've got the heated base, which you'd want for a contact with the pizza. You've got the oven, then it finishes the oven, and then we can also toast with the grill. So you can really break down each individual recipe and make it bespoke. So we can see we've got 2 minutes 10, 25 minutes and 20 minutes.
Perfect. I guess from there as well you can also use it as normal grill?
Exactly, yeah. You can use it a manual oven or a manual grill as well as programming it.
Okay.
And we've got a USB function at the bottom, which you can't see on this because it's got a stacking kit. But we can also upload recipes and, so basically if you've got a chain or anything like that, you can use one unit and then you can upload to different machines. Yeah.
And I guess that's the point of showing this sort of stack here, is the fact that we've got 2 machines.
Yeah, as you can see, very compact, small footprint.
Yeah, so great if you're on the end of a bar like we've got it here. We've got, a little area here that we use, it's a coffee shop breakout area, so you can just literally 13 amp plug and play where you go.
I was just going to say, and obviously we're being plug and play 13 amp, it's very portable as well.
Fully ventless as well?
Yes, the catalytic converter inside.
So you don't need to have extraction and all that stuff, so
exactly.
Great little oven to have at the end of, as an accessory. You can have it as if you're in a wet-led pub for instance, you can have it to do some basic stuff through there. Lots of ways of making margin from this little machine.
This can sit on the bar for you anywhere like that as well, so it's fine. Like I say, it doesn't need to be under extraction, so it's perfectly fine for lots of different scenarios.
Perfect. And really, well priced as well.
Very well priced.
Compared to what it does and what you can get out of it, the throughput. I know people are using these for fresh dough pizza, and it comes out really, really well.
Really good.
It's a really good quality. So I do actually, if you're looking at doing pizzas, it's certainly a contender to look at and try some fresh dough in this machine because it does work really, really well. Which is fantastic, and of course multiple colours. I think the white one here is a limited edition to Nisbets.
Yes, yep.
But of course you can get it in green,
teal,
teal.
Green, black, teal, silver, and gold as well.
Perfect. Any limitations? So there's no microwave in here, is there?
Yes, exactly. So obviously we've got another model, but there's no microwave in this. But so basically anything that's quite dense, you would take a lot longer to cook in there. It would be like a conventional oven.
So you drop the temperature down.
Exactly, and then extend the time. But if you're anything like you said, like pizzas or anything that's open or flat, perfect, really quick.
So toasties and stuff, I guess you would cook them open?
Yes, Paninis, open, anything else like that would be open.
Okay, perfect. Do you do a lot there's a recipe book you've done for these as well, isn't there? So you do a lot of work with this machine.
We do a lot of work,
there's not much you haven't, I guess, tried to go through.
Obviously, like you're going to see some muffins through here today. Yeah. So you can use it at a conventional oven, you can bake in it, and like you just said, just cracking pizzas and open toasted sandwiches, etc. Okay,
perfect. And what sort of warranty would you got?
2 years.
2-year warranty. Okay. And readily available as well, so stock's not an issue.
Plenty of stock.
Perfect.
Yeah, plenty of stock.
So I think the next thing to do is we'll cook some muffins and see if they come out, and then we'll grab Paul, who is come down to see us today. And I think he's going to talk with the coffee machine for us.
He is, yes.
While we eat some muffins.
Yep.
So Darren, thanks very much for coming down to chat to us today quickly about the Cibo. But again, as always guys, we've got units here to test, so if there is something you are interested in, please reach out through email or give us a call. And we can set up a demo, and of course Darren's also here as well to offer his support, which is fantastic. So yeah, thank you very much for coming down. Let's make those muffins. Right, so we have now cooked our lovely muffins, which we will tuck into in a minute. But first of all, we need a coffee or a drink to go with that, and that's where we bring in Paul. So Paul has kindly come down to talk to us about this monstrosity of a machine, this powerhouse.
I was going to say, this is a powerhouse.
Yeah, it's not your normal coffee machine. So
yeah,
Paul,
okay. So hi, hello everyone, and welcome. And basically, the Concordia is the touch machine. So what we've got here is the ability to have 2 milk vessels in here that are refrigerated. We equally then have its own grinder, so we've got fresh beans, and on the top we've got 2 caddies, so we can actually have a decaf option as well. Okay. So this gives really sort of barista-style coffee into, you know, a fully automatic world really. And the great thing about it is it simply selects what you want and follow it through.
So the 2 milks in there, would that be, I assume, skimmed full fat or almond?
Yeah, I mean, basically you've got the 2 on there that you would work through with what you've got on there as well.
And that's obviously refrigerated as well.
It's refrigerated,
which is great, so it means
yeah.
you can store the milk in.
Yeah, do you want to have a look inside?
Yeah,
Shall we open up? Yeah, so it's all locked up as well.
Safety first.
And we go into there, so you can see you've got 1 pot in the front and 1 in the other. Okay. They've obviously got a sensor in there, so it lets you know when you're out of milk as well. And it's totally refrigerated in there as well. Okay. So that's very easy to get to, very easy to clean. Yeah. You can't obviously use it when you're in that situation as well. And then your grinder and everything's in there. So we can actually switch over in there from actually service, which is vending, and then into the service mode, which will give you all the clean down menu. Okay, we'll look at that, I guess, in a second. But yeah, we will do.
I guess the joys of this sort of machine is it's designed for, you know, you're not looking for a full barista. It's somebody who can literally turn the machine on and it'll tell you what to do step by step. So you can actually, shall we make a coffee? Have we got? Shall we go to grab a cup? I'll do the hard bit.
You'll do the hard bit. That's great. Okay, so we pop the cup underneath, right under there. And then what would you like to go for then? Shall we
guess what would you like, sir?
Oh, I'll tell you what, well, let's just go for a latte to start with, okay?
So that's already bricked up.
Alright, so straight away it gives you different options, okay? A regular bean, the decaf, the size as well, and you can alter the size. So it actually does a 12-ounce drink, and it will do that in roughly 25 seconds. Wow. So, you know, it's a 30-amp unit, so therefore it obviously does need to be hardwired in, but it really is, like you said, to start with a powerhouse. So it'll take you through that as well.
So where would this situate? Is this sort of hotels, fast-paced places like that?
Yeah, it could be quite a few of those places, but equally, again, you can have this really like we have here really. If you've got guests coming in, if you want to have it on a free vend, you can do that. It's very easy to use, very friendly you know, it's user friendly. But again, if we just sort of go into here, if we then go to the next step, we can actually do on a single shot, a double shot, or a triple. So lots of different options again. So we select a single, and then you simply just press the start, okay? And it's then just making the drink. You can hear it takes the beans down, and it grinds it, and it deposits it in the bin. It'll tell you if the bin of the grinds is full up as well. So it does everything for you. So you don't have to froth milk. You know, you don't have to actually grind the beans, set a grinder up. The grinder, of course, can be set up with your brand as well. Yeah, absolutely.
But yeah, well done. So it's very, very quick.
That's it. Very, very quick.
You see the milk comes out quite slowly and it fills up.
Absolutely.
Which, if you're busy, I guess can be quite you know, a bit of an issue. But this is obviously going very, very quickly. So great, another one.
Absolutely. So by the time I've done that, by the time I've turned around and I've served somebody else, you know, you're literally onto the next drink straight away as well. And I like it that you can customise it to your sort of cups as well and what you've got. And of course you've got espresso, so you can add another espresso. And of course if you want to do your other takes on that, if you want to add syrups and things, you can just add that as well. So it really opens up a whole new.
And in terms of like free vending and cost vending, can you get things like a paid machine, or is it not something that?
No, it's just very simply like this one now. So again, it will go through. You have to go through a sort of till system. Okay. So it could be on the back counter, so it could be served, you know, or it could be like we've got it here just on the side, whichever suits you really as well.
Perfect. And things like syrups and stuff, you'd have pumps on the side.
I would just have
in your normal
coffee shop. Yeah, no, your normal coffee shop. You can have hot chocolate and a few other things you can make options for as well. So it's there as well. So if we want further details, then obviously
absolutely. Again, as I emphasise on all videos, and we were speaking to Darren earlier, you know, these machines here, we can see it, we can get hands on, play around with it, have a drink from it. And of course the guys are really helpful in offering support in with this sort of stuff as well. So if it's a machine you're considering or it's something you're looking at, again, reach out and we can see if it's the right machine for you. So we should have a look at the cleaning side.
Absolutely, because I think it's the coffee. So I think what's really useful is that, you know, having a machine like this is one thing, but then cleaning down at the end of the day and making sure it's nice and is really imperative. It needs to be cleaned down.
Absolutely.
So it comes with the cleaning materials, the sachets, and we have pots. So we basically will go through to the opening here, okay, and we can just go into here into the workings. We'll just close that for just a second. So as you can see, you obviously have the ability here to go through, and this is where all your bits drop down into here, and this is where you get to your grinds down here, which can be emptied. If we just pop it onto clean, which is quite simply there, okay, it brings up the service menu, and then we can go into the cleaning mode. If I go into the cleaning mode, it will take us through it, so I won't start it now, but it's a step where it actually tells you then to put the pot underneath, put the powder into it, mix it, and there's 3 pots. There's a cleaner, there's a rinse aid, and there's a clear water. And then what we do is we would take the milk out of here, take all the pipes out, take those and clean and sanitize the whole area here. These obviously can go through a dishwasher and be cleaned, and then what we'd do is we'd literally build it all back together again as well. Drip tray comes out, everything comes out as well. Yeah? And the main isolation switch down here if you needed to isolate it. We don't, we leave it on because we leave the milk in it and then we clean it through as well. And do it as well. And also there will be a tablet, this will open and there'll be a tablet to go into the grinder. So it actually cleans all of that through as well and washes it all through. So it's a complete system.
And all that step by step on the screen as well.
Absolutely, yeah. It really is very, very easy.
I can switch it back off.
Okay, so now we've left it in service mode, so we pop it back into vending. Okay, and it takes us straight back into there as well. That
screen itself, is that customizable as well? So you can obviously add widgets, take stuff off?
There's certain things that you can do on that as well, and again, it's, you know, we can get further information on that as well. As what's there. So we have a beverage department at Middleby as well, so that's they can obviously give us some more assistance with that as well.
Definitely, that sounds like a good place to be. I think I need an invite for that. But I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab myself a coffee as well. So I'm going to go for a cappuccino, mix it up a bit.
That's it.
So simple as that.
And just a single shot. You're not going heavy this morning.
Chefs are wild enough as it is. We don't need more than 1 shot of coffee.
Yeah, too much caffeine and we'll be dancing around the kitchen.
Exactly. Nobody wants to see that. So we'll have that coffee. You've got your coffee. We've got our lovely muffins. So all that's left to do, I think, is to have a nice chin wagon and catch up and a coffee.
Catch up. That'd be great. Good to see you.
Thank you very much for coming down.
Thank you. Take care.
See you on the next one.
Cheers. Thanks.
Cheers, guys. For more information on the digital kitchen at the NCEC and facility hire, visit the website or give us a call. Details on this are below. And don't forget to subscribe and stay tuned for regular updates on the digital kitchen. Thanks for watching, guys. See you on the next one.